Today, I am reviewing the Garmin ECHOMAP UHD2 93sv with GT56 transducer. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. If you have been struggling to find structure on the bottom of the lake or you are tired of squinting at a washed-out screen in the middle of a sunny day, the Garmin ECHOMAP UHD2 93sv might be the upgrade you are looking for. I spent the last 3 weeks putting this unit through its paces on a couple of different boats, and while it is definitely a powerhouse, it is not without a few quirks that you should know about before you drop the cash. Right out of the box, the first thing you notice is the screen quality. Garmin really stepped up the display on this UHD2 model. It is a 9-inch touchscreen that is surprisingly bright. I took it out during a high noon session where the sun was reflecting directly off the water, and I actually had no trouble reading the map or the sonar returns. That is a massive improvement over older units where you end up practically hugging the screen just to see a depth contour. The touch interface is snappy, too. It feels like using a modern tablet rather than a clunky piece of marine electronics from a decade ago. The included GT56 transducer is the real workhorse here. If you are a bass fisherman or you spend your time hunting for structure in inland lakes, this is a fantastic setup. The SideVü and ClearVü imaging are incredibly crisp. I was able to pick out isolated brush piles and rock transitions that I had driven over a dozen times without noticing. If you want to check the current pricing or see the specific specs for your boat, there are links below the video that will take you right to the product page. Now, let us talk about the software. The built-in Garmin Navionics Plus maps are a huge convenience. Having over 18,000 lakes with 1-foot contours preloaded means you can basically take this out of the box, mount it, and head straight to the water without spending hours downloading map cards. However, the interface does have a slight learning curve. If you have never used a Garmin system before, the menu structure can feel a little deep. You will definitely want to spend an afternoon in the garage playing with the settings before you try to figure it out while fighting a crosswind on the lake. One of the standout features for me was the wireless connectivity. If you are running a 2-unit setup, being able to share waypoints and sonar wirelessly is a game changer because it saves you from having to run extra cables across the boat. It is also surprisingly solid. I didn't experience any of the lag or disconnects I was worried about. If you happen to be running a Garmin Force trolling motor, the integration is seamless. Being able to control your speed and steer the motor directly from the screen is the kind of convenience that makes you wonder how you ever fished without it. But I have to be honest about where this unit might disappoint some people. First, the physical footprint is substantial. While a 9-inch screen is great, you need to make sure your console actually has the room for it. It is not exactly compact, and if you have a smaller dash, it is going to dominate your space. Also, while the touchscreen is great, Garmin still relies heavily on a menu-driven approach that can be a bit frustrating if you have wet, cold hands. If you are fishing in late autumn or winter, you might find yourself wishing for more physical buttons. If you are a weekend warrior who wants a reliable, high-definition view of what is happening under the boat, this is a premium choice. It gives you the high-end mapping and professional-grade sonar without requiring a degree in marine engineering to install. But if you are a casual angler who just wants to see depth and basic fish arches, this might be overkill. You are paying for a lot of processing power and imaging tech that you might not need if you're just trolling on a local pond. Ultimately, the ECHOMAP UHD2 93sv is a balanced tool. It delivers on its promise of clear, bright imagery and smart integration, provided you are willing to learn the software. It feels like a long-term investment for a boat, not just a temporary gadget. If you're curious about whether it fits your specific fishing style or you want to see the latest deals, check the links below the video. It is a solid piece of gear, but make sure you have the dash space and the patience to learn the menus before you commit.